Good evening, students. In our today's session, we are going to continue the story Two Gentlemen of Verona that we started in our previous class. Two Gentlemen of Verona is a story written by the writer A.J. Cronin. Take page number 3. After a few minutes, I found a grilled side entrance and determinedly rang the bell. So we know that narrator has stopped. He has dropped the boys before bungalow, which is red roof, and he doesn't know, why. What is the reason? What is the reason of their visit? Why they have visited the place? They have not informed him anything. He's just waiting outside. After a few minutes, he just goes inside the bungalow and he rings the bell. A pleasant looking woman with steel rimmed spectacles appeared. I blinked as I saw that she was dressed in the white uniform of a trained nurse. So he has pressed the bell and the gate is opened by someone is coming to open the door, to address who has come. So here there is a woman in a white uniform, which indicates that it is a uniform of a nurse. I just brought two small boys here. Ah, yes. Her face lit up. She opened the door to admit me, Nicola and Jacobo. I will take you up. So, just when he announces that he is there to meet the two boys that he has dropped just a few minutes ago, so that lady immediately acknowledges the name of the boys as Nicola and Jacobo, and she takes the narrator inside the bungalow. She led me through a cool tiled vestibule into the hospital. For hospital, the villa had become. So now we come to know that there is a hospital. It is a hospital. What do you say? It is a red roofed villa. No. Now, what is the purpose of that villa here? It is being used as a hospital because we find nurse there too. No. So here. She led me through a cool tiled vestibule into the hospital. So there is a lobby where people can wait and meet each other, speak to each other. For hospital, now the villa has become a hospital. They have changed the villa as a hospital. At the door of a little cubicle, the nurse passed, put her finger to her lips, and with a smile bade me look through the glass partition. So they are waiting before a cubicle, before a small partitioned area, small covered area, and she wants the narrator to be silent for a while. Okay, and she sees through a partition. Both of them see through a partition, glass partition. The two boys were seated at the bedside of a girl of about 20 who, propped up on pillows, wearing a pretty lace jacket, was listening to their chatter. Her eyes soft and tender, one could see at a glance her resemblance to her brother. So now we find that it is a hospital. We know that it is a hospital. Here we find that narrator is there inside that hospital and before a cubicle where he find the two boys talking to someone else who has the same resemblance of that voice. Clear that what about the girl? She is about a girl of 20 or something, and she has been supported. She is just sitting by the support of pillows. She is wearing a pretty lace jacket and she's just listening to the, what is the chatter is nothing but high pitched sound dialogues of the boys. How what they are, just she's listening to them silently. One could see at a glance a resemblance to her brother. So we can easily find that she has a very close resemblance of the two boys. A vase of wild flowers stood on a table beside a dish of fruit and several books. So there is a flower vase on a table and there is some, what is that? There are some books and there is a dish which is made of fruits. Won't you go in? The nurse murmured. Lucia will be pleased to see you. So now the nurse asked. She doesn't know what kind of relationship he possessed with those boys. But she has taken the narrator inside. Now she asks a question that whether he'll be interested to meet the girl. Now we come to know the name of the girl. What is the name of the girl? Lucia. Lucia is the sister of Nicola and Jacobo. I shook my head and turned away. I felt I could not bear to intrude happy family party. But at the foot of the staircase, I drew up and begged her to me all she knew about these boys. So he openly says that he doesn't want to their family. What is that? It is a kind of a family party. Just they are together to speak something personally, and he doesn't want to disturb them anymore. And Meanwhile, he at the same time he wants to know about the wants the answers from the nurse. She was eager to do so. She explained, quite alone in the world, except for this sister, Lucia. The father, a widower, a well-known singer, had been killed in the early part of the war. So, what do we know about this family? Now, these three people are alone. They are what is that? They don't have their parents. They already lost their mother. Now they have also lost the father in a war, who was a well-known singer. So he was a widower. It means that already they have lost their mother. Shortly afterward, a bomb had destroyed their home and thrown the three children into the streets. So after the bomb blast, they are wandering into the streets. They had always known a comfortable and cultured life. Lucia had herself been training as a singer, and they had suffered horribly from near starvation and exposed to the cold winter. So they have lost their home to because of the bomb blast. They have lost their home too. So now they have become they are desperate. They are in need of help. They are in starvation. They don't have any food to eat, and they are exposed to extreme cold weather. So because of these problems, she has been infected with something, and she has developed a kind of disease called tuberculosis. For months, they had barely kept themselves alive in a sort of shelter they built with their own hands amidst the rubble. So they've become homeless. They are homeless now after the bomb blast, and they are making some sort of shelter by arranging the debris. What is that? What do you mean by rubble? Wastages, waste stones, bricks. Then, for 3 years, the Germans ruled the city. The boys grew to hate the Germans. When the resistance movement begins secretly to form, they were among the first. They have lost their home. Then, for the 3 years, the city is ruled by Germans. After that, the boys grew to hate the Germans. What do you mean by that? They don't have any interest in Germans, and here they have taken part in the resistance movement, and they are against Germans. When the war was over and we had peace at all, they came back to their beloved sisters. After that, they have taken part in war. Now, after only they come to know that this girl has developed a disease called tuberculosis, and they found her suffering from tuberculosis of the spine. So when they are in the war, now after they have come back from the war, they have found out that she has been developed the disease. She paused, took quick breath. Did they give up? I do not have to answer that question. They brought her here, persuaded us to take her into the hospital. In the 12 months she has been a patient, she has made good progress. There is every hope that one day she will walk and sing again. So immediately after seeing the sister, they have just admitted her in a hospital, and they are earning each and every job they get only to save the life of the sister, who is called as Lucia. Okay. So for the past 12 months, they have been doing the same to save the life of that girl, Lucia. And they have got the hope that one day she will walk and sing. Already she is a trained singer, am I right? Of course, everything is so difficult now. Food so scarce, and dear, we could not keep going unless we charge a fee. But every week, Lucia's brothers have made their payment. She added simply, I don't know what they do. I do not ask. Work is scarce in Verona. But whatever it is, I know they do it well. What is it? What's your problem? Is there anything to talk? Okay. So here she doesn't know what kind of jobs they are doing, because people don't get jobs easily at Verona. Then what they are doing to get jobs and how they are earning, but she knows that. Who knows that? Nurse knows that they are doing various roles, various jobs, and they are earning money. But what kind of work they are doing, she doesn't know that. They are managing to pay the amount asked by the hospital management. Yes, I agree. They couldn't do it better. I waited outside until the boys rejoined me and then drove them back to the city. They sat beside me, not speaking, For my part, I did not say a word. I knew they would prefer to feel that they had safely kept the secret. Yet the devotion had touched me deeply. So they are coming again to meet the narrator, and they are not speaking anything to the narrator. What has happened inside, whom have they have met inside the hospital. First of all, what is the place called? Is this a hospital? Who is admitted there? They are not telling anything about their visit to that place. So he is also doesn't know, he doesn't want to show that he knows something about their life. But the commitment to save the life of the sister, it has touched the narrator deeply. War had not broken their spirit. Their selfless action brought a new nobility to human life, gave promise of a greater hope for human society. So we people know that war has another end. What is that? It will cause destruction. Being a destructive factor here, it has developed something, because it has developed a sense of great humanity into the young minds, because they have some hope to live and to save the life of their sister too. So what we have seen in the story, it is a story that deals with the love and affection that two boys possess for their sister, and what kind of jobs they do to save the life of their sister. So we know that when the narrator comes to the hills of Fall, he meets these two boys, Nicola and Jacobo, selling wild strawberries. And the very next day, he finds that they are doing various jobs, right from polishing shoes, selling newspapers. They are doing various jobs. So he doesn't know why, what is the reason behind them. They are working so hard, but they are not spending their money. So he asks a question directly to them. What are you doing after earning so much money? So they are not there to reveal the secret, what is there in the mind, what is the problem. They are not revealing it directly. When he openly asks a question that whether they have any plans to emigrate to America, they don't reveal the plans about it. Okay. So at the same time, when he's about to leave the place, when the narrator is about to leave the place, he gives the chance to help them. So he's ready to help them. So at that time, the chance is used by the younger brother. Who is it? Jacobo. He wants to make use of a favor given by the narrator. What is the thing? Usually they have a habit of visiting a place called Polota, which is 30 kilometers away from, what is that? Verona. So usually they go by bicycle. Now they want to get the help of the narrator. So narrator, he himself takes the two boys to Napoleta in his car. Okay. So at that time, after reaching the place, they're not telling him anything. They just vanish immediately after reaching a red-roofed villa. Only after entering the place, he comes to know that it is not a villa, big bungalow. Rather, it has been used as a hospital where the sister of these two boys has been admitted for the past 12 months. So he hears the story of these two boys. They don't have parents, and they are supporting their sister who is admitted there for the treatment of tuberculosis. So he hears the story of these two boys from a nurse. So when they come back after meeting the sister, the narrator, he doesn't speak about anything, the story. At the same time, boys are also they are not also telling anything about their visit. So here the story ends. It is not ending abruptly. Rather, it makes us think what we can do, even though if we don't have any opportunities. We can find something even if we don't have anything. Okay. நம்ம இதப்படி கொஞ்சம் அந்த ரிமைனிங் பார்ட் மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல பார்க்கலாம். என்ன பார்த்தோம், நம்ம அங்க கார்ல போயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. கார்ல போய் ஒரு இடத்துல ஸ்டாப் பண்ண உடனே ஒரு பெரிய பங்களா மாதிரி ஒரு பில்டிங். இந்த பசங்க உள்ள ஓடி போயிடுறாங்க. இப்ப என்ன சொல்றாங்க, நான் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல வந்துருவோம், 1 hourக்குள்ள வந்துருவோம், நீங்க எங்கேயாவது காஃபி குடிக்கலாம் இல்ல ட்ரிங்க் சாப்பிடலாம், நீங்க போயிட்டு வாங்கன்னு சொல்லி அவருக்கு சஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு போறாரு. இவரு கொஞ்ச நேரம் பார்த்துட்டு ஜஸ்ட் அவரை ஃபாலோ பண்ணி அந்த இடத்துக்கு போயிட்டு பெல் பண்றப்போ என்ன பெல்ல ரிங் பண்றாரு. சோ அப்ப எங்க யார் வரா, ஒரு ஒயிட் யூனிஃபார்ம்ல நர்ஸ் வராங்க. அப்புறம் தான் அவருக்கு புரியுது இது வந்து ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அப்படின்னு. அதுக்கப்புறம் உள்ள கூட்டின்னு போறாங்க. எங்க கூட்டு போறாங்க, உள்ள ஒரு லாபி இருக்கு. லாபியில வந்து எல்லாம் உட்கார்ந்து பேசுற மாதிரியான ஒரு இடம். சோ அங்க வந்து கூட்டின்னு போறச்சா அவருக்கு தெரியாது இது பக்கா ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல தான் யூஸ் பண்றோங்க. அப்போ ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு கியூபிக்கிள், ஒரு பெரிய ரூம்ல இங்க ஒரு கர்டைன் போட்டு நம்ம க்ளோஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தோம்னா தட் இஸ் நோன் அஸ் எ கியூபிக்கிள். அப்ப அந்த கியூபிக்கிள்ல ஒரு கிளாஸ் இது இருக்கு பார்ட்டிஷன், கிளாஸ் பார்ட்டிஷனுக்கு நடுவுல யாரு இருக்கான்னு பார்த்தா அவங்க பாக்குறாங்க ஒரு கேர்ள் இருக்கு. அவங்க இந்த கேர்ள் ஷீ இஸ் அபவுட் 20 years old. சோ அந்த கேர்ளோட ஃபேஸ் எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா இந்த ரெண்டு பாய்ஸோட ஃபேஸ் அப்படி க்ளோஸ் ரிசம்பிளன்ஸ் இருக்கு. அப்ப இவருக்கு புரியுறது அது வந்து சிஸ்டர், அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரோட சிஸ்டர். அப்ப வந்து நர்ஸ் சொல்றேன், நீங்க உள்ள போறீங்களா, இல்ல லூசியா வில் பி ஹாப்பி இஃப் ஷீ மீட்ஸ் யூ அப்படின்னு. அப்ப அவருக்கு இது லூசியா முதல்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் இந்த ரெண்டு பாய்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் தெரியும். லூசியாக்கு இவர் யாரும் தெரியாது, இவருக்கு லூசியான்னு தெரியாது. அவங்களோட ஹாப்பி ஃபேமிலி டைமை அவர் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண விரும்பல. சோ தட் என்ன சொல்றாரு, நான் இல்ல நான் போலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நர்ஸ் கிட்ட இருந்து அவங்க ஸ்டோரியை கேட்கிறாரு. அப்ப அவருக்கு என்ன தெரியுது, அவங்க அப்பா ஆல்ரெடி வார்ல வந்து போயாச்சு, ஹூஸ் அ விடோவர். அப்பா அம்மா ஆல்ரெடி இல்ல, அப்பாவும் போயாச்சு. நான் அப்ப பேரண்ட்ஸ் இல்ல அவங்க பசங்களுக்கு இல்லையா, ஆல்மோஸ்ட் லைக் ஆர்ஃபன்ஸ். அப்ப இங்க வந்து அவ என்ன பண்றாங்க, வீடும் பாம்பு பிளாஸ்ட்ல போயிடுறது. இப்ப வீடு இருக்கிறதுக்கு வீடு இல்ல. சோ அந்த என்ன பண்றாங்க, எப்படி இருக்காங்க அந்த இதுல வந்து ரப்பல்ல டெப்ரில உடைஞ்சு போன செங்கல்லாம் வச்சு சின்ன கவரிங் மாதிரி பண்ணி அதுக்குள்ள அந்த குழந்தைகள் இருந்துருக்காங்க. அப்ப வந்து அவங்களுக்கு அந்த ஜெர்மன்ஸ் ரூலிங் பிடிக்கவே இல்லை. சோ அவங்களுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டான மூவ்மெண்ட்ல பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்றாங்க, வார்ல ஹெல்ப் பண்றாங்க. ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிட்டு போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் இந்த சிஸ்டர் மட்டும் தனியா இருக்கா. சோ ஓவர் எக்ஸ்போஷர் இருக்கு இல்லையா, கோல்ட் வெதருக்கு எக்ஸ்போஷர் ஓவரா இருக்கிறதுனால ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்வேஷன், நிறைய நாள் சாப்பாடு இல்ல யார் இருக்கா, யார் ஒர்க் பண்ணுவா, யார் கொடுப்பா. சோ அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த பொண்ணுக்கு வந்து டியூபர்குலோசிஸ் வந்தது. இந்த பசங்க வாரெல்லாம் முடிச்சு சக்சஸ் ஆகி திரும்பி வரச்சுதான் அந்த குழந்தை பொண்ணுக்கு வந்து உடம்பு முடியல அவளுக்கு தெரியுது. இமீடியட்லி என்ன பண்றாங்க, அவளை ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அட்மிட் பண்ணி 12 months they are taking care of that லூசியா. 12 months வந்து அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க, பட் எல்லாமே ஈஸியா கிடைக்காது, ஜாப்ஸ் அங்க ஈஸியா கிடைக்காது, ஸ்கார்சிட்டி இல்லையா. அப்ப என்ன பண்றாங்க, என்ன ரோல் பண்றாங்க, என்னென்ன வேலை பாக்குறாங்கன்னு யாருக்குமே எதுவுமே தெரியல. பட் தேர் கரெக்டா பேமெண்ட் எல்லாம் எவ்ரி வீக் வந்து கரெக்டா கொடுத்துடுறாங்க. என்னென்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு அவளுக்கு தெரியாது. அவ்வளவு கஷ்டமா இருக்கு ஜாப்ஸ் கிடைக்கிறது. ஆனா கூட காமேஸ்வரன் வந்து ஈஸியா ஜாப் கிடைச்சிரும் இல்லையா காமேஸ்வரன். சோ அதே மாதிரி அவங்க வந்து நிறைய வேலை பார்த்து அந்த அமௌண்ட்டை கொடுத்துடுறாங்க. இப்போ வந்து அவங்க மீட்டிங் முடிஞ்சு அந்த பசங்க வந்துடுறாங்க. இவர் வந்து எதுவுமே கேட்கல, அவங்களும் என்ன நடந்ததுன்னு சொல்லல. ஏன் அவர் கேட்கல அப்படின்னா, அவருக்கு அந்த பசங்க சொல்லக்கூடாது, வெளியில தெரியக்கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. இப்ப இவரு நான் என்ன வேணாலும் பண்றதுக்கு ரெடியா இருக்கேன்றப்ப இன்னும் நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கலாம், நீங்க எங்க சிஸ்டர் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கா, நீங்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஏதாவது அமௌண்ட் கேட்டிருக்கலாம். இந்த பசங்க ரொம்ப டிக்னிட்டியோட இருக்கான். நம்மளே நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும்னு ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஒரு ஹோப் அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கு. சோ அப்ப நம்ம என்ன கிடைக்கிறது இதுல இருந்து நம்ம என்ன புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா, நமக்கு ஒண்ணுமே இல்லைன்னா கூட we can search something. நம்ம பாசிட்டிவிட்டி, ரே ஆஃப் பாசிட்டிவிட்டி தான். கொஞ்சம் ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருந்தா போறோம், நம்ம என்ன வேணாலும் அச்சீவ் பண்ணிடலாங்கிறதுக்கு this story is a very good example. Okay, now we'll see the discussion questions from the story. What was a driving force that made the boys do various jobs? So what is the question number 1? What was the driving force that made the boys do various jobs? Question number 2, write a character sketch of Nicola and Jacopo. Third one, what message is conveyed through the story, Two Gentlemen of Verona? And question number 4, justify the title of the story, Two Gentlemen of Verona. So this is here we have the discussion questions, and I hope you all have understood the story clearly. Let us all meet in our next interesting session. Thank you.